Yesu amjambo. I thank you all for coming to mourn with us. I thank the clergy for finding time to come and preside over the final ceremony for our father. And I say welcome again, and let's mourn and celebrate his life. I want to talk about my father, not a small one. You have belly in your stomach when you have made a mistake, because he was going to sort you out, especially the boys. You know, as the girls, we got away with so many things. And he did not know how another language that people would understand apart from a small slap, but a very hot one. So I want to say that I was born in Kibor. That time he had a lorry. They took my mother with the lorry to the hospital called Chepkorio. So he now was the first one to actually be born in a hospital. And it's a big house. That house was so big, it had about 8 bedrooms. So I feel like, you know, from a humble hut of mud to a big house with bathrooms inside, he actually tried. And he worked so hard. And I thank my mother for having a heart that I don't think I can have. Sometimes I pray and say, I wish I was like her. You know, you start with someone. You start with someone, your life, when you are actually humble, you have nothing. Then when you start to get a step further, he brings you a co-wife. And a co-wife that they have done a wedding with, and you are still there. So I told my mother, are you sure you're in your right mind? And she told me, oh, sisni. And I used to look at her. She would even give a speech when she's going for those engagements. I'm asking her, what are you telling them? I say, tuko papa, magegi. So you know, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, now I told her, you take the trophy. I give you. And I thank her for being accommodative. That is why I say all our mothers that are seated here, today you are widows. I've been a widow for the last 13 years. It is not a rosy thing. It's not a nice thing. It is very, very, very tough. It's challenging. And especially for mama mdogo, it is not as easy or difficult. The children are young, you are young yourself, and everybody is a grown-up in the home. So I say, wakina mama, go, ni hivyo. That is the way the world is. But I want to assure my brothers and sisters that we all have one common denominator, and that is Kibor name. I don't want to hear somebody saying, Kisija Debio say never yugile, Kisija never yugile. Is it a guy net of comment and is it never baba? And from Tuya to Remi, I stand, and that is my point. And I have the 4 pillars. You look at the time somebody was born, look at the peace that you can have and respect on that person, and we embrace love as brothers and sisters, plus your wives. I see my brothers introducing themselves minus the wives. I will Lynn, come work so that we can move forward. I want to thank Raya, and I want to apologize if my food that I bought became little, because I can see the crowd down there and I don't think it's going to be enough. Thank you so much.
Makofi kwa Betty Abura. Next is Joyce.